Hello and happy Sunday. This is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and today is Sunday, November the 13th, and I couldn't wave at you with the other hand because it's the injured one. Okay, let me see if I can get caught up with you here and I will explain what happened. But hello everyone. I hope you will say hello. I'm thinking that we're going to have a lot of extra people here tonight since there is a program change on the horizon. But yeah, hello and happy Sunday, everybody. If you're brand new, please let us know because we would love to welcome you. And Facebook, there we go. Here I am, now I can see you. Okay, hello everybody. Hello Yoli, it's good to see you. We have 20 people have just randomly just popped in here just a second ago. So I will attempt to say hello to everyone. Hello Trish from California. If I don't get you, just know that we still love you and we will come back and chat with you here later. Hello Deanna, good to see you. We're going to have lots to talk about tonight. Hello Carol Lou, and thank you for volunteering to do some tech support for me. Hello Roberta. Hello Evie. Again, if you're brand new, I'm thinking we're going to have some new people. We had about 15 or so new people join our group today. Hello Katie. Just because they wanted some more information on the new program. Hello Cynthia, and hello Linda from Rock Island, Illinois. Again, if you are new, and hold on a second, let's see. Renee from Massachusetts, did I say that correctly? And hello Jennifer from Pennsylvania. Hello Katie. So if you're brand new, again, please let us know. We would love to welcome you. Hello Kathy from Mississippi. Hello Barbara, good to see you. Hello Mary from Pittsburgh, and hello Kathy. If you're brand new and you're thinking, oh my gosh, is she going to say hello to everybody? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, and Michelle is new. So hello Michelle, and everybody welcome Michelle. Hello Julie. Julie is not new. But everybody still say hello to Julie. Hello, Myra. Oh, I haven't seen you a little bit, Myra. Haven't seen you in a minute. And hello, Sandra from Naperville, Illinois. Hello, Cheryl. Haven't seen you in a minute either. Hello, Sandra from Demons Ferry. Good to see you. Hello, Tammy from Indiana. And Tammy is new, so please welcome her also. Hello, John is hilarious. John is coming to us from home base, and he says he's glad that I am recovering from my bluegrass accident. I'll have to explain that in a few minutes. Hello, Kim. Hello, let's see. Who have I missed? I think I've got all of the new people so far. Oh, nope. Here's Faye. Hello, Faye. Faye is new from Florida. Hello, Bernice from Northeast Texas. Good to see you. Hello, Orlando Debbie. So Orlando Debbie and Carol Lou are going to be doing... Cheryl, you are not new. Stop. Stop it. If I know you have a grandbaby, you're not new. And hello, let's see, Maria, and hello, Joyce. Hello, Lisa from Arkansas. What was I going to say? Carol Lou and Debbie have agreed to do tech support. So if any of you all see, hello, Scott, anybody wandering around in the wrong spot, like if you see people in other groups or in our group going, where is everybody? We don't know where the chat is. We have, and Marissa is a newbie, M-A-R-I-S-A, and hello Sherry, so everybody welcome Marissa. And let's see, if you see anybody wandering around over in the wrong spot, please shout out at Debbie or Carol Lou or invite them yourself to come back on over here, because I think some people are confused and think that we will be talking from the group. We are only talking from here so far. Okay, hold on, I missed a couple of people. Hello Liliana, back from Los Angeles. Hello Terry from Michigan. And let's see. Yeah. Y'all are welcoming all the new eglets. Thank you so much. Hello, Paula from Largo, Florida. Yeah. And Lynn, did I say hello to you, Lynn? Or did you sneak in? And hello, Julie. So again, I am Kelly. This is IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. We are going to be talking about the new program tonight. Hello, Jocelyn Jocelyn is from New Brunswick, Canada. So we're going to be talking about the new program tonight. We will get to that. Please, no questions until it is time to do that, okay? Hello, Sarah from North Texas. And hello, Daryl. Yeah, good to see you. And hello, Vivian. Got a lot of people hopping on here. Okay, so if I don't get to you, I promise I will try to swing back around. Hello, Barbara. I'll try to swing back around and catch you all later. Hello, Sandy from Indiana. Yeah. Okay, I think I have everybody so far. So, new people, hello Marlene from Florida. This is a weekly chat that we do, and we do this live. Hello Vivian. We do this live from, this is the If You Have an Egg page. This is a public page. Hello Susie. And we have and yeah, Scott, we'll talk about this in a second. But this is a live chat that we do almost every Sunday night. We had to skip last week, and I'll explain why in just a second. Hello, Denise. But almost every Sunday night, we have a live chat at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Normally the chat is divided up into 2 parts. Hello, Sue from Tampa. So it is normally, oh, and hello, Betty Ann, not new, but back again. Yeah, good to see you. So normally the chat is divided into 2 parts. So if you need to go back and watch any of the old ones, you can go to youtube.com and then type in, hello, Melissa, and type in, hello, Deborah, and type in @IfYouHaveAnEgg, and hello, Kathleen from Florida, from California. Hello, Kathleen from California. And hello, Sue. I already got Sue. Let's see. La, 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 la. I think I got everybody so far. Okay, anyway. Yeah. You can go to youtube.com and search @IfYouHaveAnEgg, aloha Kathy, and find us. You can find all of our previous chats. So there are 294 other chats that you can go back and watch. Tonight is chat number 295. This is live tonight on Sunday, November the 13th. You can go back and watch this later on Facebook, or Casey is trying to stay up late tonight and get this posted on YouTube later tonight. So if you want to go back and watch it on YouTube, if you need to be able to go back and watch it on YouTube, Casey is going to try and get that posted for us tonight. This will not be divided up into 2 segments because we are talking about the newest program. Hello, Vicki from St. Louis. So we're going to be talking about the new program for the entire hour tonight. Other than while I'm jabbering about saying hello and, you know, all this preliminary stuff. Hello, Hattie. So it's not going to be divided into 2. If you are brand new, all of the other chats, I think all of the other chats are divided into 2 sections. So if you want to watch, you know, like the whole hour or listen to the whole hour with your headphones in, you can. Hello, Kathy from Las Vegas. And so you can normally go back and watch either the full thing, or you can just watch the second half if you want to go back and watch those on YouTube. But tonight it's all going to be together. So Casey's going to try and stay up late and get that done. I have all of the notes already typed up, so Jessica should be able to post this pretty quickly tomorrow as soon as Casey gets the videos up. So again, people that have been with us for a while, just hang on for a second. I just got to get this out for the new people. We are only talking about the new program tonight. We're going to spend the whole hour talking about it. I am going to tell you about my finger here in just a second, but we're going to spend most of the hour talking about the new program. Today is November the 13th. That's going to be important here in just a minute, and you'll figure out why. You can go back and watch this later on YouTube. Again, it's youtube.com. Just type in @IfYouHaveAnEgg, and you should be able to find me. Or you can pull this up on www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and it's IfYouHaveAnEgg, not if you have a egg, IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and print these notes out. So Jessica will get this put into a format for you that you can print this out. So you do not need to scramble, panic, take any notes. Don't go run and grab something to write with. I already took all the notes for you. They're already typed. Jessica just has to put them into a into a format that you can print. So anyway, that should also be ready at some point tomorrow. So tonight, let's use our listening ears as best as you can. I promise I will try to save a few minutes at the end to answer some specific questions. But if you don't mind, let me kind of go through. Oh, hold on. We have a new person. Sharon is new from Virginia. So everybody, please welcome Sharon. Please let me get through a little bit of this, and then I will give you a question and answer time. If I don't get to your question tonight, then still go ahead and type it. So you can put it here in the live chat while we're talking tonight, and I will be able to go back around to that and see that and answer that later. If you don't get to answer your question tonight, or if I didn't answer your question tonight, when Jessica gets this posted on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, you can always comment. When she posts that there on the blog, you can comment and I will get a notification and I'll be able to answer that. Or you can comment on YouTube. If you comment on YouTube, and thank you, Alicia, you can comment. We put it all in there. Alicia said, you and your family do so much for us. Yeah, we even risk life and limb, and we'll talk about that for a second. And Caroline is here from Ireland. Hello, Caroline. What time is it? Because our time changed, so I'm all discombobulated. And thank you, Debbie, for posting that. And hello, let's see. Oh, Bernice is saying hi to Sharon. Okay. So, again, what was I even saying? You can go back and watch this later. Print it out. Hello, Dorothy. I've taken all the notes for you. You shouldn't need to panic and go get something to write with. Yeah, we've done it all. So I will say this 1,000 more times. YouTube.com, search at If You Have an Egg. Oh no, and it's 1:10 a.m. for Caroline. She couldn't sleep. Oh well, you can listen to us. That'll be fine. You can comment there, ask your questions there. You can ask your questions on YouTube. I will get back to everybody just as quickly as I can. Okay, so Barbara wants to know how the finger is doing. Several of you have asked how the finger is doing. Okay, quickly, and yes, Cheryl, you are right. Okay, so quickly, let me go ahead and tell you what happened. So the news for November, this week's news is that, sorry about last week, that's the first bit of news, as you, let's just say you can expect to have a kitchen safety chat in your near future. So, hello, Norma. Norma is from Austin, Texas. So, in your near future, you should expect, and hello, Sylvia. I said I would wave to you with all 4.5 fingers. So, yeah, let me get it over here. So, you all seriously, and thank you, Debbie, for posting that as well. So, you all can, and if you're following along, Debbie has just posted in the live chat. So, while we're chatting live here, she has posted the link to, and we've got another Weight Watchers leader help chiming in here, how to get to the YouTube. So if you want to go over to the YouTube, but anyway, you can expect a safety chat, a kitchen safety chat in your very near future. Quickest way I can, and hello, Mindy, quickest thing I can say. So the quickest way I can explain this is I borrowed a vegetable slicing mandolin. So I don't know if any of you have seen those or used them, but it's for, and I'm not going to make this too graphic because I don't want to upset anyone who has a weak stomach, but a vegetable mandolin is used to thin slice vegetables. And we were supposed to, and thank you, Debbie, yes, please do remember to subscribe. We were supposed to, so I had all the safety things out, had already been given the safety lesson, had already been talking to people about how to use one safely. And we were going to be making ratatouille last Sunday night. Yeah, and Cheryl has done this before, so it will not upset her. She's been there, done that. We were supposed to be making ratatouille last Sunday night, and I was playing with the mandolin. It's not mine. Playing with it, checking some things out. Do not know how it happened. Don't have any idea how it happened because my fingers were nowhere near the thing. But next thing I knew, yeah, part of my finger's gone, and I'm headed to the emergency room. So, again, in the chat, in the future, near you, a chat coming to you soon, we will be talking about safety in the kitchen. So we're not going to say any more about that tonight. It's doing okay. So yeah, thank you all for your well wishes and for your concern. But yeah, trust me, we will be talking about safety here in the very near future. Okay, so back to tonight. Again, no notes. You don't need to take any notes unless you just want to. I have taken them all for you. You will be able to print this out later from IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. So www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. You'll be able to print out all of the notes. You should be able to print those out starting tomorrow. And you can rewatch this here on Facebook. After this live chat is over, it will automatically post here on Facebook and you'll be able to watch it there. I will share it to several of the, okay, Cynthia, it came with gloves. Okay, the thing came with gloves. I had all the safety stuff sitting there ready. Anyway, yeah, it's a hot mess. Okay, and somebody please help Sherry with her sound. So Sherry cannot hear me for some reason, and I feel like the rest of you can, or you would be telling me that you couldn't. Okay, so you can rewatch this on Facebook, or you can go back later and watch it on YouTube. Okay, that's as many times as I'm going to say Facebook and YouTube, because we have a lot to talk about. Okay, again, welcome to the new people. There are at least 100 new people already on here watching live. I can tell that just from the number of people that are here. We are going to be talking about the new Weight Watchers program. We, thank you, Barbara, for letting me know you can hear me. So we are going to spend the entire rest of the chat talking about that. If you will please hold any questions until I say it's question time, and then you can ask them and I'll answer as many as I can. Many of them will be answered while I'm talking, while I'm chatting. So if you can hold those to the end, please, or if you do go ahead and ask a question, I will try. I don't know if I can answer them live. Hello, Karen. But I will try to circle back around and catch them. But eventually, might not be live, but eventually I will circle back around and get all of the questions answered. Okay, so here we go. This is the new Weight Watchers program. Okay, we're going to spend the entire chat tonight talking about the facts that I do know. Okay, we are not spreading any more rumors. I wasn't spreading rumors, but anyway, we are not spreading any more rumors. We are only sharing facts. So these are only facts that you will all have access to tomorrow. Okay, so, and I'm going to answer as many questions as I can. Okay, if you've heard, I know a couple of other people have already posted things about the new program, and some of them are correct, some of them are not, and some of them are exaggerated for dramatic effect, I guess. But that makes the story better if you exaggerate. I'm not going to exaggerate, okay? Just going to tell you the facts. So to start with, again, please hold the questions until I'll let you know, or if you ask them, I will try to circle back around. I'm going to get you as much information as I can, as much information as I have, and we might have to rely on a couple of other people to fill in some information, and obviously I will update you as the week goes along. Okay, Sherry is having some kind of major technical difficulties, so Sherry, I'm going to say go out and come back in. Because it's a device you're watching it on. So please just go out and come back in. Again, YouTube, Facebook, IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, all those things. Okay, so I'm going to cover the questions that I have gotten, and it's questions that I had as well first, and then I'm going to tell you what's going to stay the same, what changes, and what goes away. Then there will be a short 30-minute. At the 30-minute point, there will be a short break, so that I can get some water, because I'm going to be talking a lot and fast. And if you need a potty break, or if you want some water or whatever, you can do that too. The entire chat tonight is going to be on the new program. Okay, so at the 30-minute point, so at 8:30 Eastern time, somebody go, Kelly, get your water. New people, we normally do take a break at the 30-minute mark and do something fun. But since the entire chat tonight is about the new program, we're just going to stick with that. Okay, so at 8:30 Eastern, and I don't know what time everybody else is on. Our time changed last weekend. Yeah. So it got dark at like 4:30 today. Okay, so entire chat, YouTube, Facebook, IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, y'all get it. Okay, first question I got was, let's see. Mary, hold on, I'm going to answer that question in just a second. Okay, first question, when does the new program start? Monday. So if you are watching this live, then that would be tomorrow, okay? If you're watching this live with us, then it's going to go, everything should change on Monday, November the 14th. Today is November the 13th. Remember, I told you it was going to be important to know that today is the 13th, tomorrow's the 14th, and that's when it will change, okay? Monday the 14th. The next question I got is, what time will it start? That's a great question. No one knows. So they are trying to make sure that everything's working, that all the apps are going to update, etc. So at some point after midnight tonight, it's going to update. I will try my best to get up at like 12:05 Eastern time and just check just to see if it's updated. But don't panic. Don't panic if you whatever time you get up in the morning, if yours hasn't updated yet. Don't panic. As soon as I know when it's going to update, I'll let you know. And you might have to refresh your app. Remember, know your login and password. I'm not saying you're going to need it, but you never know. So go ahead and try to refresh your app. It should tomorrow, at some point tomorrow, it should automatically update. But if it doesn't, go ahead and go ahead and try to refresh your app yourself. Okay, the next question was, why is it changing? Okay, because, Mindy should know, and Mindy says her understanding is it's sometime around 9 a.m. I mean, that makes sense, because 9 a.m. would be 8 a.m. Eastern time, and that would be, 9 a.m. would be 9 a.m. Eastern time, and 8 a.m. Central time, which would also be, 6 o'clock Pacific time. So pretty much waking up time for people. So that's great information. Okay, why is it changing? It's changing because life is complicated and losing weight shouldn't be. I have no idea who originally said that, but Gwen said it today and I loved it. Life is complicated, losing weight shouldn't be, okay? Weight Watchers is a science-based program with a vested interest in making sure that the most people lose the most weight in the most healthy way, okay? This is not about losing, 15 pounds in a week before your brother's cousin's wedding, okay? This is an approach, it's a scientific approach to making sure that the most people lose the most weight. And sorry, I'm going to switch hands because my finger's driving me crazy. Anyway, the most people lose the most weight in the most healthy way, okay? Not all changes have been popular, but they have ultimately all been in our best interest. So whether we liked them or not, and whether they were popular with us or not, and yes, Deanna, that's quotable. That is journal quotable. Whether or not we liked them and whether or not we thought they were in our best interest, they have all been done in our best interest. Also, if they don't continue to change with the times, we would all still be eating liver and cottage cheese, okay? I don't know how many of you all have been on Weight Watchers for more than 25 years-ish, but the things that we had to eat 25, 30, 40 years ago, I wasn't doing it 40 years ago, but yeah, thank goodness they have continued to adapt and change, okay? Thank goodness. So that is why. Next question was, why is it changing again so soon? So while the most recent personal points plan was just a year ago, so normally Weight Watchers they do a plan change. Normally it's about every 2 to 3 years, and then on the off year they'll do just an update of the plan. So while the most recent one, the personal points plan, it was just a year ago, the smart folks at Weight Watchers realized that a completely individualized plan was affecting something very important. So each of us having our own individual plan had a strange side effect that I don't know that Weight Watchers could have seen coming. I don't know that they could have seen this coming, but it affected our Weight Watchers community. So I don't know about you, but I'm here. I do Weight Watchers. I'm a Weight Watchers member. I'm part of the Weight Watchers community. I attend in-person workshops. I do this for free for you all because I love being part of this community. And a weird side effect of the personal points program was we lost some of the community. Like it lost some of that community feeling, because once we couldn't share recipes, once we everybody didn't have the same 0 point foods. I don't know about you, but there were a lot of awkward conversations of, oh, I had this and this and this, and it was 0, and the person across from you would say, well, that's not 0 for me, so how many points is that for me? And then everybody gets confused, and then everybody stops talking, and Connect blows up, and whatever. So it was a weird side effect that I don't think they could have seen it coming. But Weight Watchers is so much about this community, and about this community of us. There are almost 200 of us right now in this community together tonight on a Sunday night. That and hello, Sherry from Cape Coral, Florida. You'll just have to jump in, okay? Jump in there. But there are almost 200 of us together here live on a Sunday night when we could have been doing lots of other things, because we are a part of this community. Anyway, so a little bit of the community feeling was lost with the personal points plan. So this change is going to allow us to share recipes again. You will still be able to pull in other people's recipes if they share the link. We'll be able to talk about points values without confusion, because we will all have the same, for the most part, I'll talk about that in a minute, have the same 0 points foods, and we can get back to the community that we know and love, because we'll all be speaking that same language, So once we went on our own personal points plan journey, it's like we all had our own language. Okay, so anyway, so we will get back to the community that we know and love. Okay, next question. Is the new program the same for everyone in every country? Okay, that's a great question. I do know that we will cover the same for everyone question details later. I'm not sure about every country. Is there anyone who knows? Okay, so Caroline is here. Kathy just made a great point. It was hard when you and your support partner had different free foods. See, that's a weird side effect. Such a weird side effect that I never even thought about. Because see, John just pretty much eats whatever I put in front of him. If you and your support person Yeah, if y'all had different 0-point foods, totally. Anyway, so that's all about that community, being back in that community feeling. Okay, so the next one was, will it be the same for everybody? We're going to cover that in a few minutes, but I'm not sure about every country. So Caroline is here. She's in Ireland. Ramona, we'll talk about that in a minute, but to some extent, we will be the same. It's one slight variation, but we'll talk about that in a second. Mindy is here. Mindy, do you happen to know, is it different for people in different countries? I know there's been some, sometimes the US and Canada are pretty close. I don't know about the UK. So anyway, that was one question I got a couple of times. It wasn't a huge question, but that one I haven't been able to answer yet. If it's the same for every country. So that's one that we will try to find out. So tonight is not the only opportunity to get questions answered. As you all keep giving me questions, we will cover that probably in next week's chat. And then y'all have 2 weeks before we have to do the safety chat. Okay, Mindy says the US and Canada are the same. So we cannot speak for other countries yet, but the US and Canada should be the same. Quick comment, just because I'm talking fast and I'm getting a little bit ahead. Alyssa wanted me to pinky promise something yesterday, and I held out my pinky, and she went, Nona, that one won't work. You'll have to use the other one. So anyway, okay. So yeah. So as we find things out, let me know. I will try to find out. Ask me, keep asking questions all through the week. I will try to get you some more answers next week. And hold on. Caroline says the UK coach did tell her that she'd be the first to know when the app updates. Interesting. Okay. And yes, Debbie, only Alyssa. So 2 weeks before we have the kitchen safety chat. Next week, we will still be answering questions about this. Okay. Oh no, Barbara says it's 2 minutes until I have to drink my water. It's actually technically 3. Okay. So quickly. Next question. Is this the old blue plan? Okay. I swore I wasn't going to fall for any of the rumors, that I wasn't going to fall for any of the rumors, and I wasn't going to get caught up in the rumor mill, whatever. And yet someone sucked me in to thinking that we were going back to the old blue plan. I can tell you, we are not repeating the blue plan. Okay. This is not the old blue plan. So the rumor mill about the blue plan, it's a rumor. Okay, so forget about that one. While there are some similarities, this is not the old blue plan as rumored by some other WW bloggers, and y'all know who you are. So I don't know why some people felt like they needed to put out some information before it was real information. We can all do this together, okay? It doesn't start until tomorrow. I didn't do anything any differently today. Nothing. If I had known that it was starting tomorrow, did the same thing I always do today. Yesterday, the day before, okay? I'm going to answer one more question, and then we'll take our quick break. So the next question is, do I have to change to the new program? So, I'm sorry, Caroline says, it was a weird thing to say. How can she be the first? Caroline, because you're special. Maybe it's the time zone that you're in. Maybe? I don't know. So do I have to change to the new program? Got that one a lot. A lot. Like probably the number one question I got besides why? This was probably the next number one. So it was like 1.5. Do I have to change to the new program? Technically, no, until December 11th. Okay. So you can hang on if you want to for almost another month. Okay, Sandra, I'll get on it. I'll get on the water. Hold on a second. Technically, you can hang on for almost another month. So you have until December the 11th to decide. Whenever your app updates at whatever point tomorrow, and thank you, Alicia, at whatever point tomorrow that your app updates, you will have the option to stay as you are or to go ahead and start the new program. Hello, Marlene. But you can only delay it until December the 11th. After December the 11th, everyone's app, all of the information in everyone's app will... it'll change by itself, okay? So, just so you know, December the 11th is it. That's your drop dead, okay? So, if you leave it on there, thank you, Deborah. Okay, I'll stop and get my water. Okay, we only have 3 more questions and answers, and then I'll get into some details, but it is time to stop and drink some water. We're at the 30-minute mark. I just want to point out while I'm drinking my water that the amazing Casey, who will be posting all of this on YouTube for us tonight, hopefully. And man, I did not realize how hard it is to cross your fingers without your pinky or with your pinky banged shut. But anyway, look at these. She is making like holiday Christmas sweaters. So this is the gingerbread man. We've got, I'm going the wrong way. I always go the wrong way. She made the Grinch, Spearmint, Christmas tree, limited edition reindeer. She says she's only making 5 of these. Peppermint, and then up there, too far, is a snowman. Okay, so we're not going to sit and dwell on these during the chat, but if y'all want one, just message me. These things are stinking cute. You notice I have all of them. I have one of each of them. Yeah, so I'm changing them out every single day. Okay, this is the halfway point during tonight's chat. Oh, I can't do the water sign either without my pinky. Everybody stop and get some water. If you need to take a break and go run to the potty real quick, make it real quick. And yes, Barbara, there's a, over there. Yep, there's a camper right there. I've got a couple of gnomes hidden up there. Oh, Sabrina wants a snowman. So if you want to message me, I can tell you how to get them. Actually, if you want to email me at IfYouHaveAnEgg@gmail.com, I can let you know that too. Okay, so everybody get some water real quick. Okay, I feel so much better. Norma says Grinch. Yeah. So if you want one, send me a direct message, or you can email me at IfYouHaveAnEgg@gmail.com. And I'll get you hooked up. And Barbara, no, we're not gonna be able to go to Orlando this Christmas. So yeah. And Trish, oh yeah, Trish wants to know if she can get one. Can you get one by December the 10th? Oh yeah. Oh, she's got quite a few of them made out here at Casey Kitchen Center. Okay, so new people, we just took our very quick water break. I hope y'all hung in there for that. We will be talking the rest of this chat about the new program. We have 3 questions left, and then I'm going to get into the meat and potatoes of it. And Phyllis has a quick question. Do you have stitches? I know, Debbie, I'm sad too. Do you have stitches? Phyllis, I don't have stitches, and you don't want to know why. So don't want to gross anybody out talking about that, but do not have stitches. Yeah. So I'll be wearing this little all-encompassing, chunk of your fingers missing, I don't know, things for a while. Okay. So next questions. Remember, well, this isn't a question, but remember if you were late. Yeah, I know, Cheryl, meat and no potatoes. You can still have potatoes, you just have to count them. Remember, if you need to go back and watch this later, if you were late, or if I'm talking too fast, which is common, or if you just need to go back and see some details, Casey, my daughter Casey, will be posting this on YouTube tonight, hopefully. And that's just youtube.com, and then put in the @ you can search @IfYouHaveAnEgg, and should pull up my list of videos. We have 294 chats posted there, plus some recipes and and some other things. Or you can go tomorrow. You should be able to go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. Hello, Colleen. Colleen, did you get lost? Did you get lost somewhere else? So glad you were here. So you're gonna have to go back and catch up one of these other methods. Once this chat is done, it will automatically post to Facebook. Tonight, it will be available on youtube.com, search @IfYouHaveAnEgg, or tomorrow, this will be on www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. If you go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com tomorrow and find this, you will be able to print the notes out. So if you need this in a printed format, you can do that. There is no printed material. So there's no material that you're going to pick up somewhere. So, okay. So you can print my notes out. You're more than welcome to print my notes out for free. Okay, so this is the second half of, let's see, where do these chats originate? Which group? Okay, Norma, the chats originate here. So we have a group, I gotta quit using this hand. We have a group called If You Have an Egg that is not to be confused with this page. So this is a Facebook page. This is a public page called If You Have an Egg. Debbie has just posted the YouTube channel, and I'm sure her or Carol Lou here in just a moment will post the link to our group. We do have a closed group, so this is public. So whatever we talk about here, anybody can see. We also have a closed group, closed Weight Watchers group, also called If You Have an Egg, but there only members of the group can see what we're talking about. So you can feel free to talk about whatever you want to within reason. Thank you very much, Debbie. You will have to answer 3 questions when you go there. If you do not answer those 3 questions, I will not be able to let you into the group because we protect those members, and I have to know that you're an actual person and that you're not some weirdo. And thank you very much. Carol Lou and Debbie have both just posted the link to the Facebook group. And please, yes, Cheryl reminds us, please answer the 3 questions. I need to protect other people in the group. Okay, so the next question was, so the last question before we took our quick water break was, do I have to change to the new program? And technically no, not until December the 11th anyway. So you can, Monday, tomorrow, whenever your app updates, you can go ahead and let it update, go ahead and go to the new plan. And oh yeah, okay, yeah, I know, Norma, it is a little bit confusing. You can go ahead and start the new plan, or if you choose not to start it until December the 11th is your drop dead date. Okay, the next question was, will I still be able to add back points? We'll talk about that a little bit later, but this new program, we're going to talk about adding back points later, a little bit later. One thing though that this new program does is it should eliminate the temptation to do points hoarding, which I did a few times, but I know sometimes I would be like, and Kathy, if you change it, you can't go back, but it's going to change for you on December the 11th. So you really only get, an extra 2 weeks on the old plan. So I say, just do it. Just jump in with both feet and do it. But anyway, I know a lot of people were tempted to points hoard, just in case you needed points later that day or later that week. So, it should eliminate that temptation. But anyway, we're going to talk about, Deanna says, I don't know, point hoarding problems here. So we're going to talk about adding back points a little bit later. Next question was, will my recipes and saved foods, and yes, Debbie, dive in the deep end. Come on with us. Will my recipes and saved foods or meals automatically update? Yes, they will. Yes, they will. So it will be even easier also to share recipes or to pull in recipes from other members or from other websites. Because remember, we'll be back in this community again. We'll be able to share food ideas again because we'll all have the same 0 points food list. We're going to talk about diabetics here in just a minute. So, so we'll talk about that, just a minute. But yeah, your recipes and your saved foods will automatically update to whatever your new points are. Okay, and then the last question, and we will jump in, is what is the new name? Okay, are y'all ready for this? So we've had such names as, somebody said one a minute ago that was like 100 years old. Whatever. We've had the Core Plan. We've had Fat and Fiber. We've had, we've had Points Plus, Freestyle, Blue, Green, and Purple. We've had Personal Points. We've had all kinds of cutesy names. So does anybody want to guess what the name is? And I'm not trying to waste any time because we've still got a lot to talk about. Any guesses on the new name? And if you already know it, don't shout it out. Okay. The new program is, we had Beyond the Scales. Yeah, Lisa's right. Notice I'm not using my pinky because that would hurt. Yeah, we had Simply Feeling. That's right, Cheryl. Okay, so the new program is called the Weight Watchers program. Okay? It's just called the Weight Watchers program. So, yep, that's it. No more cutesy, hard to remember, doesn't really make sense names. There are no more gimmicky names. It's just called the Weight Watchers program. So whatever it is, for the rest of time, it's just the Weight Watchers program, okay? So no more confusion, no more going, what do you mean blue? What are you talking about? What are you talking about purple? What's Points Plus? Who is on that? Blah, blah, blah. And people going crazy because they don't know what they're talking about, and bloggers trying to update endless recipes with whatever the new name is. Like, I do not know how Pound Dropper, I don't know how she keeps up with it. So it's just, no, you don't have to use WW, Sylvia. We talked about that weeks ago. It's Weight Watchers again. It is Weight Watchers again. Okay, Deborah says, how do we know how many points you have per day and per week? Okay, we're going to talk about that here in just a second. Okay, anyway, so the new program name is the Weight Watchers program. So that is going to make everyone's life a lot easier because we're all going to be on, basically all on the same program. Okay, so here we go. I got 20 minutes to tell you the rest of this. Let me get one more sip of water. And again, this is not the only time that we're going to talk about this. So we got plenty of time, and I want to leave a few minutes for questions at the end. So what is gone? I know everybody wants to know what is gone. Adding back points with non-starchy vegetables and water is gone. So that is gone. We still need to keep them in front of mind. So you still need to keep vegetables and water, non-starchy vegetables and water in the front of your mind, okay? But the new program has a different way of allocating those points. And so it's allocated elsewhere, so you will not be able to add back points. So non-starchy vegetables and water are a great thing to keep in mind. I still want you to hashtag bulk it up with those things, but you will not be able to add back points with those. Rice, pasta, potatoes, and avocado are gone as 0-point foods. You will no longer get rice, pasta, not even whole wheat or whole grain brown rice, whole wheat pasta, potatoes, not even sweet potatoes or avocado. Those are off of the 0 points list. They are not 0-point foods for anyone as of when you update your app or December the 11th. You can still enjoy them. Eat what you want. You just have to count them, okay? Different daily point allowances for each person is gone. So with the personal points engine, we all had our own set of personal points and 0-point foods. That's gone. So most of us are going to be on the same page now. The personal points engine or assessment to create a completely unique set of points and 0-point foods is gone. That is gone. Yeah, oats is gone too, Mary. That's a good point. I need to add that. Oats. Oats are also gone. Thank you for reminding me of that. Oats are also gone as a 0-point food. Thank you. Okay. So the personal points engine that we have been taking for the last year, and for the last year I've been saying, oh, if you need to change it up a little bit, just go retake your assessment in the personal points engine. That's no more. You don't need it anymore. You don't need it in the way that we've been using it. I think we'll still need to answer some questions because I need to know our height, weight, age, things like that. So that's going to be gone. So that completely unique set of points and 0-point foods is going to be gone. And Jamie, I understand, but I think you're going to like this one. So the things that are off of the list. So it's just rice, pasta, potatoes, avocado, and oats. Those are the things that are off the list. You can still have them. You just have to count them. Okay. So I think anyway, I'm not going to say why I think those are off the list. Okay. So those are gone, and that did hurt. I just hit my pinky on the island, and I'm just going to take a moment to recompose myself because that did hurt. Okay. No bad words. Okay. I'm back. Sylvia, I will answer that question here in just a second. Okay, what stays the same? So the way the points value calculation method is the same. So the way they calculated points for food. So like if you have been eating a bread that was 2 points, it will still be 2 points. If you've been, ice cream is still going to be the same number of points. So the way they calculate the points is still going to be the same. And for for anything that's non-0 points. So if it was a non-0 point food, the way they're calculating the points stays the same. So it's going to be things like they're going to take into account fat, fiber, protein, carbs, calories, things like that. Okay. So that's all still going to be the same way that, that it's been calculated. All non-starchy vegetables are still 0 points. So if it was a 0 point So this grouping, and remember, you can print this tomorrow from IfYouHaveAnEgg.com if you need to go back and review this list. If you're thinking, I don't know, Kelly, you're talking too fast, stop, which happens a lot. You can go print this tomorrow. You can listen to this all night long. So if you're like Caroline and you wake up at 1:10 in the morning, can't go to sleep, you can just pop in your earbuds, whatever, and you can listen to me talk and drift off into slumberland, whatever. Yeah, then listen to this again. But remember, this is a printable later, so just breathe, just be calm. You can print this later. So we are on the things that, this is the section for things that are staying the same, okay? So all non-starchy veggies are still 0 points, okay? That stays the same. All foods are still okay. That stays the same. There are no, like no foods are off your list. You just may have to count some of them that you weren't counting this past year. So all foods are okay. That stays the same. Weekly budgets will stay the same. And yes, Barbara, I need a pillow for my finger. Weekly budgets will remain. Thank you, Caroline. So weekly budgets will remain. You will still have a weekly budget. That stays the same. You can still earn points for activity. That stays the same. A follow-up question to that is, do you have to use your activity points? I don't know yet, so I won't know that until the app actually changes. So on the personal points program, it's the old, as of midnight, it'll be the old personal points program plan. After, it automatically rolled your activity points into that. I understand there will be a follow-up question about, do you have to use your activity points? I don't know that yet. You will still be able to earn points for activity, but I do not know if they will automatically be calculated. So I know that that's a follow-up question. Okay, the next one is, that will stay the same. Unused daily points will roll over into your weeklies. Follow-up question to that is, how many? Don't know. Will not know until the app starts. So as soon as the app is up and running, I will check that out for you. So I already know I've got some follow-up things to do. Remember, this is not the only time we'll be talking about it. So unused daily points will roll over into your weeklies. I'll find out how many per day and what the maximum is later. I do know that your weeklies will not roll over to the next week. You have to use them within that week if you're going to use them. Good night, Alicia. Okay, so that. And another thing that will stay the same is the blue dot range. So if you are someone who likes to stay in that blue dot range, that will stay the same. So you can use up to, or you can be up to 8 below your daily, whatever your daily number is, and up to 10 over and still get a blue dot, okay? So whatever your daily number ends up being, you can choose to consume 8 points less than that daily number, or up to 10 over your daily number, and you will still earn a blue dot, okay? Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, what will change? What is going to change? Okay, so the name going forward will just be the Weight Watchers plan. Okay, it's just going to be the Weight Watchers plan, the Weight Watchers program, just Weight Watchers, okay? So, and yes, Caroline is back to basics. Okay, as of 12/11/22, you will be on the Weight Watchers program. You will not be after the 11th, after December the 11th, you will not be on personal points anymore. You will just be on Weight Watchers after that. You can either change that tomorrow or on the 11th, okay, or it'll happen on the 11th. Something else that's going to change is those who are diabetic or pre-diabetic will have new exceptions to the 0 point food list. You can still enjoy them. You can still enjoy anything you want to. They just need to be counted so that you are aware of the sugar or carbs that are in that particular food, okay? So that will be a little bit different. That'll be a change. Another change is there will be 9 categories of 0 point foods. And this is really the thing, this right here is what everybody's been waiting on me to say. So there will be 9 categories of 0 point foods. The full list will be available on your app, and I will go over it throughout the week, and we will go over it in detail in that next week's chat. But the 9 general categories, are non-starchy veggies. These are 0 point foods, so 9 categories. Non-starchy veggies, fruit, but there's a little asterisk next to it, so just hold on to the asterisk. So we've got one with an asterisk. So non-starchy veggies, fruit has an asterisk, chicken and turkey breast, fish and shellfish, and I asked, and yes, it is all fish and shellfish. There are no exclusions to that, which I was kind of surprised about because I feel like in the past when fish has been included, that there have been some exclusions. I was told today there are no exclusions to the fish and shellfish category. Eggs, oh, so if we have an egg, we all have hope, okay? Eggs, they're on that 0 point list. Tofu and tempeh, so if you enjoy tofu or tempeh, that's a category. So that's a whole category for you now. Fat-free plain yogurt, so still plain. I asked. Fat-free, yeah, Loretta. Okay, so salmon. Salmon is on the 0 point list now. Okay, remember, we'll get into specifics through this week and next week, but I've been told it's all of them, all fish and shellfish. Okay, fat-free, plain, and Debbie's eating an egg, so she has hope. Fat-free plain yogurt and fat-free cottage cheese are a heading there. They're a category. That also has an asterisk. Okay, beans, peas, and lentils. So those of you who live in the South and love to just have a big bowl of beans, those are 0 for all of us now. So beans, peas, and lentils, that's its own group. And then corn and air-popped popcorn. That's the third asterisk. So corn and air-popped popcorn. So we've got non-starchy veggies, fruit, chicken and turkey breast, fish and shellfish, eggs, tofu and tempeh, fat-free plain yogurt and fat-free cottage cheese, beans, peas, and lentils, corn and air-popped popcorn. Okay, the reason that I'm holding up 3 fingers right now is because if you have answered previously that you are diabetic or pre-diabetic, those 3 categories will be different for diabetics or pre-diabetics. They will be points. And Carol Lou, I said there are some similarities, but there are some things that are different because they're just different. Okay, it is not the blue plan. There are some things that are different. And as we get into what the exacts of these are, and yes, Caroline, Caroline wants to know if that includes frozen corn and frozen peas. Yeah, as long as they're not seasoned with anything. Corn is corn and peas are peas. Sure does, honey. Yes, it does. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, Loretta, that's a great question. Okay, so Loretta wants to know when a food is, okay, nothing is free. I just want to remind you that it's 0 points. So it still has calories. So I know free is an easy word to use for that. And I've done it myself a million times. So I'm not fussing at you, Loretta. I'm trying to remind myself, that it's not technically free because it still has calories. But if they are 0 points, then they do not become points if you eat more servings. Okay, so if you eat 1 egg, it's 0 points. If you eat 2 eggs, it's 0 points. If you eat 3 eggs, you might need to be thinking about how many eggs you're eating, depending on your gender and your age and your size and everything. But still would be 0 points. Okay, that was a great question, Loretta. I'm going to go ahead and give you your homework for next week, and then I'm going to let you answer some questions. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to ask some questions. So your homework for next week, there are almost 200 of you all here. I'm expecting 100 people to do their homework. Not really. I would love it if like 20 of you did your homework. So your homework for next week is #WorkYourPlan. So it's our plan again, but it's still your plan, okay? It's still your plan, and it's just not so individualized that you are not part of a community anymore, but it is still your plan. So #WorkYourPlan, WorkYourPlan. So #WorkYourPlan. And this week, I want you to really try and embrace this new opportunity that we've been presented with, this opportunity of simplicity. Thank you, Lynn, for posting that. This is an opportunity of simplicity, okay? I really, really think this is going to be so stinking super simple. I think it's so self-explanatory. Once the whole complete lists come out and everything, it's so self-explanatory. I think it's just going to be easy. It's going to be easy for everybody, and I think we'll get that sense of community back. But what I want you to do this week is to really try and embrace this new opportunity that we've been given, and tell us one way that you're going to work your plan, which is our plan. You know, one way, thank you, Deborah, for posting that, one way that you're going to work your plan, and without worrying that everybody else has different 0-point foods. Okay, so pick one way. You could share a recipe with somebody. You could pull a recipe from a website. You could just check out the app. You know, so checking out the app is working your new plan, is working our plan. Okay, so I just want you to pick one thing, and then don't forget to tag me in it if you're new. All you have to do is you can post here, you can post on the page, you can post over in our group. You can do it on YouTube. You can do a comment on YouTube. You can do a comment on If You Have an Egg, and that counts as doing your homework. And then you get a super cool, free, can't be really used anywhere badge. But Casey puts a lot of time into them, you know, so you can do that. Okay, so you have 5 minutes. You have exactly 5 minutes. So what other questions do you all have for the next 5 minutes? And Mary says popcorn must be popped without oil to be 0 points. That is correct, Mary. It must be popped without oil to be 0 points. So if you pop it with oil, you are just going to count the points for the oil. So the popcorn kernels themselves, if you put them in there, are 0. But however much oil you put in with them, you just count the oil. If you eat all of the popcorn, that you made. Okay, Kathy says, well, I still only have 17 points, or will we all have the same amount? So your amount, that's a great question, Kathy. So your amount will be determined by your age. Let's see, I think it's your age, sex, height, and weight. I'm pretty sure is what that's going to be. And everyone will get a reset on it. Your points should change unless you somehow had this exact list of 0-point foods as your 0-point foods. If you had, and I don't think you could, I don't think it's possible to have this exact same list. If you had this exact same list, then you would have the same number of points that you do now. I have a feeling 99.9% of people that your daily points are going to change tomorrow. I don't know what they're going to be because, again, it's going to vary depending on, like, I'm 55 years old, I'm 5'5", I will currently weigh 158, and I'm a woman. So my points value, you know, might be a little bit different. Norma, you do not need to take a new assessment tomorrow. Okay, let me see. I think I missed... Barbara, no, 0-point air popped popcorn does not go by serving size. If it's 0 points, it is 0 points. Do we have daily? Yes, Vicky says, do we have daily? Do dailies carry over on the new plan? Yes, they will. Okay, Caroline, I'm going to ignore that comment because I just told you the facts, okay? And the facts are, yes, they will roll over. So dailies will roll over. Dailies will roll over into weeklies. I don't know how many yet. Let's see. Let me see what else you all asked. Kathy's asking if she'll still only have the same 17 points. I seriously doubt it unless you had this exact same 0-point foods list, and I don't see how that's possible. I just don't. Karen says, will they offer a new join special with changes? I have a feeling they will. My gut also tells me that if you're already a member, that you will not have an opportunity that you will not have an opportunity to do a special without unjoining and then rejoining. I don't know. I mean, unless it's a huge savings, I'm going to say maybe just keep on, you know, but I'll try to get that information for you too. Oh, and you are very welcome, Vicki. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, and Vicki had said, do we have daily carry? Yeah, dailies will carry over. Don't know how many yet. No new assessment. And Kathy says, LOL, I would like to say I'm 6 feet instead of 5 feet. No kidding. No kidding. And I always say, I'm 5'6" if I stand up really, really tall. And I've seen some great ideas for how to air pop popcorn in the microwave, which would still count as 0. And let's see. Yep, and Mary is right. It's only when you switch. Lifetime, you should be good. So lifetimers, you should be good to go. You're just gonna get new points. Mary says she heard that it's 4 daily, so I will confirm that tomorrow. Let's see. I feel like I'm missing a couple. Ooh, Barbara says she saw a special for new members and for people who had been members but that wanted to rejoin. Okay, that's awesome. Let's see. John is saying good night, so I think he's wanting me to wrap up. We have 1 minute left, John. And yes, thank you. Looking forward to recipes again. Daryl, you are most welcome. Okay, Karen joined because the plan was confusing and not enough free foods. That's exactly why they're making this change. It's exactly why they're making this change. Let me see one real quick. Norma says week still start on Sunday. The week still starts on whatever week you say it starts on. Like my week starts on, I weigh in on Tuesday, so my week starts on Tuesday. So your week is going to be whatever day, or your week is going to start on whatever day you say it starts on, okay? And let me see if there's one. Yes, Debbie, still activity points too. Do you mean rolling over? And let me see. Oh, that's a good question. I'll have to ask that. So Diane wants to know, if you quit and then rejoin, do you get to start at your new weight and receive the awards at each level? That's a great question. Let's try to get that one answered before next week. And looks like the rest of you all are winding down, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. Yes, Debbie, I believe that is going to be true. So y'all keep asking your questions even after I end this tonight. Go ahead and keep asking your questions. I'll try to get as many of them answered before next week as I can. I won't wait until next week. As I ask a question and get it answered, I will go ahead and post it here on the Facebook group. If it's long enough, if it's a long enough question, I might try to do a little short YouTube video about it. You are going to want to make sure, as you know, as this is rolling out and as this is happening, you're going to want to make sure that you are following me on YouTube. It's free. There's no reason not to follow me. Come on, really? So you're going to let that next video roll over, which is not going to be the video of me chopping the end of my finger off. Fortunately, we did not do that live last week, but go ahead and let that next video roll over on YouTube. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's going to be important as I answer some of these questions in the upcoming weeks. And then if you'll click that little bell, then you will be notified every time we have a video. But keep asking your questions. Ask them here on Facebook. Ask them over in our Facebook group. Remember, if you go over to join the Facebook group, you need to answer the 3 questions. So, and I got to quit tapping my finger on the table. Anyway, so we'll just put it over here out of the way for a minute. Please answer those 3 questions so that I know that you are a real human who actually wants to be part of this community and I can let you in. You are most welcome, Susie. And let's see, or you can ask the questions on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com or over on YouTube. I love to answer questions on YouTube. So you all have a great evening. I will try really hard to get up at midnight 05, you know, just to see if it changes. And if it does, trust me, I will post it. So you all have a great evening, and I will see you next week. And you don't have to wait. You do not have to worry about the kitchen safety lesson next week. That should be in like 2 weeks. Next week we will keep reviewing this, but y'all have a great week and I will see you next time. Good night.